the best.
That's
which
right.
I think that's what really separates why you shop Roberta's with us here at QVC. You can, yes, go to your local garden store, but many times you wonder, well, what am I getting? Has it been grown for a year? Like this 1 piece, 1 gallon, it is a proven winner of the At Last rose. And if you kind of want the best of the best when it comes to roses, you want big, beautiful, lush blooms, you want gorgeous, fragrant blooms in a really unique color, well, At Last, it is here.
Yes.
$31.98 is our special sale price. These have been so popular. They're 3 easy payments of $10.66. You know, we sold like 115,000.
These are the best of the best when it comes to growing roses. Allie, you mentioned we only bring the best here. You know, we actually do supply garden centers, but we give them the non-best stuff, and we bring only the best stuff here.
So we're very selective. Pick.
Yes, we're very selective about what we bring. And that's why we brought this for the last couple of years. And honestly, it sells out every year because this is a rose that gardeners have been waiting for. At last, a rose worth growing that we can all enjoy, that has the performance of a shrub rose, which we love. The ease, the carefree growing nature of a shrub rose, but you have beautiful, deeply rich colored apricot blooms that are incredibly fragrant. You've never been able to find shrub roses with fragrant flowers that are also double petaled.
Yeah, these are big.
And absolutely huge and fragrant like this before.
Could you imagine walking into a florist and you would see one of these stems maybe, because they're so dense, like that high petal count, and then you think, oh, you know what, I'd love to get a dozen and make a little bouquet or an arrangement at home. Could you imagine how much that would cost? You now have this growing in your own yard. It's $31.98, order it today. We ship it to you for free. If you go online to other garden stores, you're gonna pay for shipping. I love that we're able to offer you free shipping and handling on this today. It's M82124. So this kind of though marries, because a lot of times with roses, there's other fussy things that happen. Like I gotta treat it.
I'm gonna answer that, but I need you to smell this first.
I don't even have to get
we
close.
We don't need words right now.
Okay, because that's what makes us different is the fragrance.
It's like that French countryside rose fragrance that like we dream of. And you see all of those shrub roses at your box stores and garden centers, and they look beautiful, but the flowers are single petaled and they have zero fragrance.
Well, I don't see this color though. This is a really unique color.
Exactly, this apricot coral color is divine, and you can see just how many flowers are on these plants. The flowers are large, 3 to 4 inches across, but the plants are truly a cross between a shrub rose and a hybrid tea rose. So you have that performance of the shrub rose, but you have the beauty of the flowers of a hybrid tea rose. So you have the fragrant flowers. It's like a Fruit Loop kind of fragrance going on.
Yeah.
And then they're richly colored in that deep apricot, multi-petaled, and they're also very long blooming. You can expect 4 to 5 months of flowers on your plants.
Oh, wow.
And this is actually, have you been to Chicago before?
You know, I'm from about an hour outside of Chicago.
Oh, where?
Rockford.
Okay, we're from Indiana.
Yeah.
So I know where Rockford, I've been there before, played golf in Rockford. Well, we were looking at a photo of the Shed Aquarium, which is one of the proven winners group is from that area, and they produced just an incredible display of flowers at that Shed Aquarium for all the visitors.
Amazing.
And that's really what put these plants on just everyone's eyes. But you couldn't find these anywhere else until now.
Wow.
Now you can have these shipped to your home free of charge in a large 1-gallon pot.
The color is beautiful, the fragrance, and plus when you have roses in your garden, it makes it look like you know what you're doing.
Absolutely right. And I wanted to come out, speaking of the Midwest, so this is our Uncle Eric, and he lives in Indiana.
Okay, wait, so if he's not here and the cool kids are here, then what's Uncle Eric?
He's the cool uncle.
Okay, he's the cool uncle.
He's at home right now watching us, but check out his rose. This is just in June, so I'd say this is probably the 2nd season, but look at all those flowers.
Wow.
Imagine, and then being able to go out and cut those and make your own vases to bring them inside.
So when could I expect that in my garden?
Well, so what we're shipping to you guys is a large 1-gallon pot like this. We're not shipping you some small little dinky guy. This is gonna grow into something that we're seeing here. This is about the 3rd year growth here on the ground. But what you can see is I already have flowers blooming on my plant. So you're gonna start to get flowers the very first year. And then by around the 3rd year, you can expect a plant up like to this size.
Okay.
But what's so incredible about these plants is with that modern shrub rose performance, you don't have to worry about pesticides. You don't have to worry about pruning because they stay compact, only about 3 foot by 3 foot.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't have to worry about the black spots. You don't have to worry about the Japanese beetles, which are, if you grow roses in this area, the Japanese beetles devour other
Yes.
roses, but they don't devour these.
That's a really good point. Over 100 already spoken for. If you want to add that special touch, like you know what you're doing, you love roses, you want the fragrance and the unique color, get this. $31.98, it's shipping to you for free. Plus, when you're getting the 1 gallon, it's already been kind of slightly established, right? So it's a little easier to get going.
Yeah, we've already been growing. We've already been growing them for a year, so that what you have at home, you know, they're going to explode in growth. And what's so beautiful is that they produce these like clusters at the tops of the stems that are just absolutely full. You can see on that photo, there are dozens of flowers, but there's also dozens of buds. So that means when one flower is done, there's another one ready to take its place. That's what allows them to bloom for 4 to 5 months every year.
So some of those are in a container. I mean, could I do container on
Absolutely.
a patio? Can I do it then in my garden bed?
You totally can. You can do it in a beautiful border like that. Consider getting a few of these, maybe
stunning.
4 or 5 of them, just create this sort of informal hedge appearance. But they're also great in containers, whereas a lot of roses aren't good in containers because they don't have, like other roses that are fragrant are not good in containers because they have kind of a lanky growth habit. These are really compact, so they're gonna fill out your pots really well.
You've got lots of options, whether you want to plant them in the containers or I love the idea of like a unstructured hedge. Right, with
beautiful,
this plant
hedge.
because the color is so unique in that sunset orange. That's like that's my favorite color.
It's such a
Do
beautiful
you know,
color.
even here in Westchester, I think we get some of the most beautiful sunsets in the world because it's like
or the sunrise this morning.
It's this color. Well, I was here.
Oh, I was driving. I was driving here.
I come here before the sun's up. But this is the color.
It is.
And then you're adding that incredible fragrance. She's a proven winner. And then the At Last Rose. You typically pay more for proven winners. There's 200 now spoken for. We're shipping it to you for free. $31.98. Place your orders this morning. These have been really popular.
And the other thing is that these plants are not grafted, which is, for you gardeners at home, you'll know what that means. What it means for the rest of us is that these plants are going to be more winter hardy than other roses that you might find at your box stores or your garden centers because they're grown on their own pure root stock. And that just allows them to be more robust, faster growing, more vigorous, more winter hardy, more disease resistant.
Can I just say, sometimes when you go to garden stores, you know, you get the one little like thing that sticks in the ground.
Tag.
That is a joke. Like, what am I gonna do with that? He wrote this.
Yeah, it's full of all the information that you would want and probably more.
Yeah, but I
just
keep all of mine. I have a little binder in the kitchen and I keep all of mine.
And that's important to do so that we remember what we're actually growing from one season to the next.
Yeah.
But it will be easy for you to remember these because they're gonna be blooming like that from like June to October, year after year. Beautiful, low maintenance, At Last Rose.
There's always a guarantee and a confidence too when you grow with Roberta's.
Which is really unique with us. You know, we want to make sure your growing experience is very enjoyable. So we're going to assure you satisfaction for perennials for 1 year, annuals and tropicals for 90 days from the time of shipment. So if for any reason you're not satisfied, just give us a call.
Okay, we've got a lot of fun things in the show. You know what really first got me